Has anyone ever encountered a happy accident, a pleasant surprise? Is anyone here married or have children? Today I'd like to tell you about the 3 highlights of my life: meeting my wife, getting married, and having children. When we met, my wife told me that it was called serendipity. We met back in 1998. I was living with my roommate at the time, and one night me and my roommate decided to go out. So we went out, and my roommate met a young lady, and she turned out to be very nice, and they decided to set a date for the following weekend. So, following weekend came, and the young lady wanted to give him a call to talk about the date. So she decided to call the apartment, but she was afraid to call herself, so she had her friend call. Her friend's name was Kim. So she decided to have Kim call. Kim went ahead and called. Of course, my roommate wasn't there at the time, so I answered the phone. And I asked who it was, and she said her name was Kim. And right away I was a little concerned. The weekend before, I had just dated a girl named Kim, and I thought it was her at first, and the date didn't go that well, so I was a little nervous about that. Didn't really want to continue the conversation, but she kept the conversation going. I soon found out it wasn't that Kim. We ended up talking for about 2 to 3 hours, and it was just a great conversation, and it was just wonderful. And I thought about it the whole entire next week, and I told my roommate to ask his lady friend if she could get a hold of Kim and give me her number so I could give her a call. I'd like to go out on a date. So he went ahead and got the information. I went ahead and got in touch with her, and we set up a date, went out on a date. And that date turned into many, and went great. And we continued that for about a year, and then decided to get married. So we went ahead and set the marriage date, and went ahead and got married, and had a beautiful wedding. I'll show you a picture from my reception. This is my wife, Kim. That is our Aunt Pam, and that's myself. And had a beautiful wedding. The reception was great. All of our friends and family were there, and it was something we'll never forget. We have it all on videotape, so it turned out wonderful, and now we can watch it anytime we'd like. Soon after that, after we started settling down, we went ahead and bought a house, and that was kind of a fixer-upper. But I'm kind of glad that we bought that fixer-upper, as I had my dad help me out, and he was very good with that type of work, so it came in very handy. And it also came as a blessing as well. A couple years later, we had found out that he had cancer, and he ended up passing away in 2009, July 15th. So we got to spend a great number of years working on the house, and I think that happened for a reason. That turned out really, really good. And of course, along with the house comes a dog. And my wife went to the store one day and came home and told me she had to show me something. So I said, what? And she took me to the store, and here's this little puppy just flopping around the cage, and he's a little yellow lab. So we went ahead and bought him and named him Jake. And he was a great addition to the family. Had him for 11 years. Wonderful dog. So soon after we were married, a year after we were married, we decided to plan our first anniversary. That anniversary trip was to Disney World. And that was in 2001. And we got married October 6, 2001. So we all know what happened before that. September 11th happened, and made our plane ride a little nerve-wracking. It was kind of a long ride down there. But when we got down there, it was nice. The one nice thing was there wasn't that many people there, so the lines were really short. We got on our rides right away, so that was one nice thing that happened. The next year, 2002, I'm sorry, We welcomed our first daughter, Hannah Mackenzie Anderson. She was born June 20th, 2002. My son Nick came along in 2004, July 31st. And my son Nolan came along July 4th. He's a July 4th baby. 4th of July baby, came in 2006. And here are my children, Hannah, Nicholas, and Nolan. So today, I talked about the 3 highlights of my life. The life lessons that I've learned the past 13 years are irreplaceable. And I look forward to the next 13 years and beyond.